Hello, movie lovers! Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing my new Blu-ray and DVD shopping guide and reviews for Tuesday, November 19th, 2019. Alright, so remember you can find affiliate links to purchase these movies down in the description below. So let's get into it. First up this week, guys, we have Dora and the Lost City of Gold. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $19.99, Walmart $22.95. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $17.96, Target $17.99, and Best Buy $22.99. Paramount Pictures did send me over a copy for review, and I did do a full unboxing of this. If you guys want to check that out, just search for Dora and the Lost City of Gold on my channel. So this movie starts out with a young Dora the Explorer, as you know, a 6-7-year-old, something like that. Her and Diego are just kind of hanging out in the jungle, and Diego ends up leaving the jungle to, I can't remember where they moved. So she's kind of just there by herself and, you know, just doing the Dora thing. And then she gets older and her parents are looking for some lost treasure, and they decide to send her to go live with her family outside the jungle. Like I said, I can't remember where it was exactly she went. So she's, I believe, 16, and she's going to high school for the first time and kind of meeting all these new kids. But she's just going to be herself. Now they did do a lot of kind of cool, you know, Dora stuff, and they kind of had some fun with it, and they were a little bit meta with it. And I liked a lot of the stuff they did. You know, there's this one part where Dora's always saying, "Oh, can you say?" And they did that, and her parents are like looking around, like, "Who are you talking to?" You know, I thought that was pretty funny. And then they do some songs, and they even had one part where they turn into cartoons. And, you know, I liked a lot of the stuff they did. I thought it was really cool how they really incorporated the stuff from the show on this one. The story overall, to me, I did enjoy, and I enjoyed the characters, and I like this movie, but I definitely feel like this movie is aimed more towards children. A lot of humor that I think younger children would enjoy. But overall, guys, I think this is a fun movie for the entire family and does a really good job of bringing the Dora franchise to life. I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Blinded by the Light. This one's releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $19.99, Walmart $24.96. It is also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $15.99, Target $17.99, and Best Buy $19.99. Now, Warner Brothers did send me over a copy for review, and I did do an unboxing of this one as well. This is a little bit of a strange movie, really. It's about this Pakistani kid living in Europe, I think it was. I can't remember exactly. He's living in just some small town, and he kind of likes music, and he wants to be a writer, but his dad wants him to be like something in finance. You know, kind of a real cliche story that we've seen a lot of times. And this guy introduces him to Bruce Springsteen, and he just kind of immediately becomes obsessed with him, dressing like him, singing his songs, and you know, it's kind of like coming of age, getting out on your own, figuring out what you want to do, and not necessarily doing what your parents want you to do. It's a story that's been told, you know, time and time again, with this one just having the twist of being that this guy is really obsessed with Bruce Springsteen, and it has a large Springsteen soundtrack to it. Actually based on a true story, which is kind of strange. At the end, they show some pictures of the actual guy, and they're like, he's been to over 150 Springsteen concerts. It's like, oh my gosh. You know, would you ever like a band that much that you had to see him that many times? It was a fun movie, and nothing revolutionary, but I did definitely enjoy this one. It's worth a watch, guys. I gave this one a 3 out of 5. Next up is The Divine Fury. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. Amazon and Walmart $14.96, Best Buy and Target $16.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Walmart $12.96. Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $13.99. Now, Wellgo USA did send me over a copy for review. This one did have English dubbing. This was in Korean originally. Now, you know, as usual with these kind of movies, the dubbing acting isn't great. But it's about this kid, his mom. They don't really say specifically, but I think they kind of allude to possibly the fact that she died giving birth to him, and so he's being raised by just his dad, and he kind of questions they're Christian, and he kind of questions kind of their beliefs, because he's like, well, why did God let my mom die? And then his dad is a cop, and he ends up being killed during a traffic stop, and then he just kind of loses all his faith, and he doesn't believe in God anymore, and he just kind of becomes real angry, and he's maybe being influenced by some evil spirits, and somehow he ends up like meeting up with this priest, and they start doing like these exorcisms together. It's kind of a strange kind of leap there from he's like an MMA fighter 1 minute, and the next minute he's performing exorcisms using a wound in his hand to expel demons. Like, it was a little strange leap there, but this is a well acted, fun movie, guys. It was on a 3.5 out of 5. I definitely liked kind of the whole exorcism thing, and the demons were kind of tricking him, and it's a little different than you typically see from your exorcism movie. So 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Catch 22. This one is releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $19.96, Best Buy $21.99, and Target $22.99. Paramount Pictures did send me over a copy for review. Now this is kind of like a mini-series. How long was this thing? 4.5 hours, 6 episodes. And this was about this group of bomber, like from airplanes, they would drop bombs, so bombers during World War II. And the whole deal with Catch-22 was like, basically the doctor was saying, if you keep doing your missions, you're crazy. But I can't send you home unless you ask me to send you home because you're crazy. But if you ask me to send you home because you're crazy, or if you ask me to send you home because you're crazy, then you're not crazy because you're crazy. And that was like basically the Catch-22, that you couldn't get out for being crazy. And there's a little bit of humor in this, some action, some drama. It's a sad thing going on because a lot of people are dying in this. Had some great actors, George Clooney. I don't know what his name is, the guy in House, and I think some other faces you're going to recognize. I'd highly recommend this, guys. It was a fun watch. It's not super long, under 5 hours. You get through this thing pretty easily. I really enjoyed this one, guys. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Next up, Ancient Aliens Season 12 Volume 1 is releasing on a DVD. Walmart $9.96, Amazon, Best Buy, and Target $9.99. And Lionsgate did send me over a copy for review. If you guys haven't seen this one, it's kind of like a documentary style or investigation style show where they take these different ideas of where aliens could have come from or how they've been involved with Earth's development, and they just kind of investigate it. And there's like a narrator, and there's this guy who talks to these researchers, and they just kind of present you with possible evidence. I love this show, guys. I always get into these kind of like sci-fi or sci-fact kind of things and paranormal things. I always just find them really interesting to watch. Just to run down real quick, this has Return to Antarctica, the Badlands Guardian, Element 115, the Star God of Sirius, They Came from the Sea, Secrets of the Maya, the Druid Connection, the Reptilian Agenda, the Alien Infection, and Project Hybrid. So it just kind of takes all these just like different ideas, about maybe there's aliens in Antarctica, or maybe the Egyptians were influenced by aliens, or they knew aliens, or it's just kind of all these things. It's really cool if you're into that kind of stuff, guys. I gave this a 4 out of 5. Next up, The King of Queens, the complete series, is being released on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $39.96, Best Buy and Target $39.99. Now, Milk Creek Entertainment did send me over a copy for review. I did do an unboxing of this. If you guys want to check that out, just search for The King of Queens on my channel. 9 seasons this show lasted. This is like Kevin James in his prime, when everybody loved him and he was so hilarious and he could do no wrong. And he's kind of like a delivery driver, kind of like for UPS type thing. And it's about him and his wife and her dad and his coworker and a couple of his friends. And it's just kind of like a lot of these other sitcoms of the time, where just they kind of get into like these crazy hijinks, and it's just kind of really about their daily lives. I like the show, guys. I thought it was a lot of fun. I give the series a 3.5 out of 5. You know, it's fun. I don't always find it to be real funny. The DVD picture quality, I wasn't too impressed with it, but I didn't have the original DVDs to compare it to. But I give it a 3.5 out of 5. If you guys are into kind of those, I don't know when this was on, late 90s or 2000s or so sitcoms. Give this one a chance. Next up is Ultraman Orb. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital copy combo pack. Amazon and Walmart $21.72, Target $21.99, and Best Buy $22.99. Now, Milk Creek Entertainment did send me over a copy for review, and I was a little confused because they had released Ultraman, though they released Ultra Q, and then Ultraman, and then we got Ultraman Orb, and I was like, this seems like something a lot different. Like, where's the connection between Ultraman and Ultraman Orb? Well, this is actually like, I guess each show is a spin-off, and there's been like 28 spin-offs or something, and this is like more recent. This has been in the last 5 years. So I was really impressed. You know, I thought the CGI on this looked really good. It does keep that same kind of core of, you got the Ultraman figure fighting against the kaijus in Japan, and they're on model sets and kind of wrecking everything and fighting. And I definitely feel like this one though is has a younger cast. You know, it maybe is more aimed towards a teenager demographic, where the other one was probably more of adult demographic. I think this one's more of like for teenagers. I like it, guys. I thought it was fun. Definitely one to check out. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. Next up is Ultraman Geed. This one is also releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Amazon and Walmart $21.72, Target $21.99, and Best Buy $22.99. Now, Milk Creek Entertainment did send me over a copy of this one for review as well. This came out similar, I believe it was a year after Ultraman Orb. Don't quote me, but I believe this one was the next spin-off after Ultraman Orb. To me, though, this one, the effects really aren't as good. The stories aren't as good. The writing seems almost even a younger demographic, like maybe early teens. Again, it's the same formula of the Ultraman fighting against kaijus. Now, they have these kind of, and it was a little bit in the other one too, they have these weird things they use to kind of summon the Ultraman, and they almost just look like cheap toys. Like, you would go to the store and buy the toy, but it almost looks like they just have the toy and not the like original version. I didn't like this one quite as much, guys. Like I say, it just felt like it was for a younger demographic. The effects were nowhere near as good, and the stories weren't as good. But it was okay still, guys. I give this one a 3 out of 5. Next up is The Fair, releasing on Blu-ray. Now, you can only get this one from Epic Pictures, and if you pre-order it, it's $14.99, and it's going to go up to $26. Next up is Memory, The Origins of Alien. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $22.99, Walmart $23.32, and Target $23.99. It's also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Best Buy $19.99, Target $21.99, and Walmart no listing. Next up is American Dreamer. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray and digital. Walmart $14.96, Amazon and Best Buy $14.99, and Target $17.29. Also releasing on a DVD. Amazon and Walmart $12.96, Best Buy $13.99, and Target $14.89. Next up is The Handmaid's Tale Season 3. This one is releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Best Buy $19.99, Walmart $24.99, and Target no listing. Also releasing on a DVD, Walmart $14.96, Amazon and Best Buy $14.99, and Target $22.99. Next up, we have Farscape, the complete series, releasing on a Blu-ray. I've never seen this one. What do you guys think? Is it worth checking out? Amazon and Best Buy $59.99, Walmart $69.42. Next up is Charlie's Angels, the complete series, releasing on a Blu-ray. Amazon and Target $89.99, Best Buy $104.99, and Walmart no listing. Next up, the Suspiria 1977 version will be releasing on a 4K and Blu-ray combo pack. Amazon and Walmart $36.04, Target $36.49, and Best Buy $42.99. Now that's it for the new movies, guys. If you would please stick around, I do have a few previous releases that I just finally got around to reviewing, or I just recently got. I'd like to share my thoughts on those with you guys. So first up, Warner Brothers sent over Batman Beyond, the complete series. I did do an unboxing of this. If you guys want to check that out, just search for Batman Beyond on my channel. Pretty cool limited edition set on this one. Now this I think came out in 1999, and it does really have a 90s kind of vibe to it with the music, and especially the intro. It's just like typical 90s kind of stuff, and definitely a simpler, more plain kind of animation style with a lot less detail, and not really the kind of stuff we see anymore. You know, it's a very simple kind of animation on this one, but a little kind of confusing to me because like Batman's kind of timeless. Like he's Batman in the 50s, he's Batman in the 60s, he's Batman in the 70s. Time doesn't really pass. You know, he's always just the Batman of the generation or whatever. But in this one, it's 20 years in the future. 20 years in the future of what? I don't know. Was it 20 years in the future of 99? I'm not sure. And Batman's an old man. And I know like in The Dark Knight, they say he's an older Batman. But in this one, he's like kind of a really older Batman. And he's not Batman anymore. He hasn't been Batman for 20 years. And this kid kind of stumbles upon his cave. And he becomes the new Batman. And he's got all these weird villains. I don't know if there's like a Batman Beyond series comic. But it doesn't really have a lot of the well-known Joker, Riddler, Penguin. It doesn't really have a lot of that kind of stuff. It will sometimes have like a Mr. Freeze, but he's not really necessarily like the villain. It's just kind of all these weird random villains, and there's kind of like one main kind of villain that they're after. I think they were only like 20-some minute episodes, you know, so it's a short series. A lot of fun, but it doesn't really have a lot of the normal stuff we see from Batman. I did enjoy this one though, guys. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Next up, this one was sent over to me. This is from Borderline Media Group. Now this is called Christmas Lights Winter Wonderlights. It is available to purchase on Amazon, and I did put a link in the description to buy this if you guys want to check it out. But it's kind of an interesting thing. I think this would be cool to put on the background of a Christmas party or like a family gathering or just something to put in the background. So what it is it's these videos of houses with Christmas lights. And, you know, I've always my mom did it when she was younger. And so I've started the tradition with my family where we'll go out one night and we'll look for Christmas lights. And we've had pretty good success until last year. We could not find much going on. If you want to do this instead of that, I mean, it's got its pluses and its minuses. Obviously, it's going to be the same houses every time you watch it. It is much warmer and cheaper on gas, but it's not quite as magical as going out and finding the houses and seeing the lights. Now, also in the background, it is playing Christmas music, but it's in like this jazz kind of, you know, almost like royalty-free music. And I can understand like why they didn't want to pay for, you know, like actual songs with singing and stuff. But, you know, I always kind of like to have that music on in the background when we're doing stuff. So I mean, there's a lot of good pluses and minuses to this thing. I gave it a 3 out of 5. You know, I think it does definitely have a place. Like I say, if you're having like a Christmas party, you can have that jazz music on in the background and have the Christmas lights playing on your TV. And fun to watch. Last thing, I got Ancient Aliens Season 11 Volume 2. Now, I think this was sent to me on accident, but, you know, I went ahead and checked it out. And, you know, you guys can just take my thoughts from the other season. Like I said, this is just a show about kind of investigating aliens and their different possibilities. Episodes on this: Earth Station Egypt, Island of the Giants, The Taken, The Sentinels, Russia Declassified, They Came from the Sky, The Artificial Human, The Alien Phenomenon, and Return to Mars. So curious if you're willing to admit, do you believe in aliens? Let me know down in the comment section. But yeah, this is good too. You know, guys, like I said, I really enjoy these shows, and I gave this one a 4 out of 5. That is it for this week, guys. I really, really hope you guys did enjoy the video. Love to hear what you guys are picking up, if anything. Or if you guys have seen any of this stuff, you know, what are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' scores? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out the Just videos, and for more movie news, check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.